Not here at all.
Oh no.
Hey y'all, it's Rob's room with Big Rob, Shannon Bobannon. I don't know why they ain't talking to y'all, but I already signaled them that they are live everywhere.
Evening, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Welcome to Rob's Room. Today with my pretty co-host Shannon Boban.
What up, y'all?
And we got the sexy engineer here, Ms. V.
In the house.
So, what's going on with everybody? How y'all doing this evening? What's going on? How was y'all day? How was your day?
Ran around all day.
Ran around all day.
Had a day of pampering. Self-care.
Self-care.
Went to the dentist.
Oh, that's a great thing.
Got my nails and my feet done. Did a little
Wrong-
cup ice.
Ain't nothing wrong with getting the dogs done. Every now and then you gotta get them
I
done.
don't have dogs.
Oh, okay. That's
I
good,
don't- I don't think no woman should have dogs. You done seen some dogs?
You'd be surprised how many females out here with them, you know what I mean? You hear them sheets, when you hear the sheets, when you got a good thread count and them dry hard feet hit them sheets, you be mad as a mother. Like, damn, a woman so pretty can have feet so hard.
She might just need her feet done.
Yeah,
Nickname a husky.
it's about
Nickname of what?
Husky.
Wow, today on the day's show, my co-host Shannon Bo motherfucking Bannon came up with a nice little topic. So you go ahead and you kick it off, shorty.
Rodney Pierce said, hey, Shannon, Rob, and V. What it do?
What's up,
Hey,
Rodney
hey.
Pierce? You sitting around with the thong flip-flops on right now, ain't you? Go ahead.
That's my guy. Oh, that's my guy. You know that's my guy.
That's because they drink.
Let's jump into it. Let's talk about some music. What's your favorite song? What's your favorite R&B song? You probably have one, but what's the first one that comes to mind?
First one that come to mind, Anita Baker, Angel.
Okay.
And Patti LaBelle, Love and Need Want You. The reason why is because my dad's favorite song was Angel. My mom's favorite song was that Patti LaBelle. And they played repeatedly in our house when we was little. What's yours?
The first song would probably be Jeffrey Osborne, or actually LT. Me, talk up. LTD. What's the name of the song? I can't even remember the name of the song. It'll come back to me. But then there's a Jeffrey Osborne song, Only Human. That's probably the top of my list.
Oh, okay. That's
There's
cool.
a Tina Marie song, Out on a Limb. I'm an old school girl, so.
Oh, you ain't by yourself.
Yeah,
That's the best. I can't even sit here and lie.
I got a lot of favorite songs. But Jeffrey Osborne, Tina Marie, those two songs are at the top of the list.
Well,
Top of the list.
I always tell everybody, R&B for me, I'm a like 80s, 90s, like I was born in the 70s, but the R&B hit for me with the 80s and the 90s. This new shit that's out, it's I'm not gonna say it's bad, but it just don't move me like the older stuff do.
No song moves you? Nothing?
Let me read this. DJ Cupcake, what it do? DJ Cupcake said yes. All good music. All that is good music. Rodney Pierce said right now he listening to Lover in Her.
Lover in Her.
Lover in Her.
I don't know. What,
Don't
who
ring a
sings
bell.
that,
Rodney Pierce.
Rodney,
Who sings
See,
that,
that's some
Rodney?
flip flops. Them flip flops you got on right now is clogging, jamming up the situation right now. But I ain't even gonna lie. R&B for me, like I said, that's that good 90s, like good shit. Like, well, I'm gonna tell you what slept. I don't know. I'm not gonna say it's a slept on album because if you know, you know. But you know what's a rocking ass album R&B that you can let ride all the way through? 112 first CD. You ever listen to that?
Is that the one? That's probably the.
That's the one with Cupid
Oh
on it.
yeah.
Man, listen.
Some of my
That-
favorite songs. It's a couple of songs in there.
That
like,
one-
Will said the song that Rodney Pierce meant to say is "Lover in You."
Oh, the lover in you.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, I don't know, Rodney. Still not ringing a bell.
What are you talking about? Babyface?
Yeah, it gotta be that. 'Cause that's what this is for the.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
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 We got you, Pierce. But
Yeah, that Cupid 112, that was a nice CD.
man, that whole CD was fire.
You know what else I think it slept on?
What?
Cisco CD.
Well,
Dun, 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 dun.
That
that's
no,
that's
is that the same
that's the
CD?
only
Nah,
CD he
that's
had.
the only one he got. Would you
One
maybe
CD
you're
only
thinking
had
about
one
the
CD?
one right before that when
I mean,
Drew Hill
Drew
did?
Hill
Well,
shit.
that's that. No,
That
no.
Into
What
the
I'm talking
Drew-
about is
that Into the Drew
Cisco
shit
CD.
was-
Let me see.
that Into the Drew was that.
Yeah,
You can't say nothing bad about that.
yeah.
Cisco had more than one.
Nah,
Because
Cisco
you're probably
had
thinking about
one
Cisco being on the
CD.
video
Oh.
by himself. He go,
He did.
Oh,
Return of the Dragon and Unleash the Dragon. I'm talking about Unleash the Dragon. That's
what he got on there? Ain't that the one
You
with
gotta
Incomplete?
no,
No,
incomplete.
that's Drew Hill.
No, I,
Oh no, you right, my bad.
yeah.
I
Because he
thought
did the one that Drew Hill dropped together before he did the single, the one CD by itself was the bad one. Remember when the video he like walking the house, the girl that he been treating bad was in the bed with another woman. He left, but at the end of the video he brought back in.
That's somebody sleeping in my bed. That's what that is.
What is it?
That somebody. That's on Drew Hill shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Somebody
saying.
sleeping in
That's
on the video.
That was a bomb CD right before that. But thong, I think I can't stop saying it like.
Yo, listen, when you identify them, that's what you come up with.
Yeah.
I'm saying when you go into, I mean, think about it, right? Like we had some okay artists that came out of Baltimore.
Yeah.
You got Ruff Ryders, you got
Yeah.
Mario,
Yeah.
you got Drew Hill,
Definitely love
Cisco.
Mario.
They all their CDs was okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't like they was bad, and Mario still ticking.
Yeah, Mario still
Mario
just came
still
with
hot.
something else. Rodney Pierce said Shannon LTD love ballad.
Love that.
Love that.
That's it, Rodney. If I had to pick one song, I think Love Ballad would be. If I had to pick one song, I think
Yeah.
Love Ballad would be the song. That's
Mm.
that it do it for me every time.
Well,
Every time.
Well, another song that do it for me that's old is Atlantic Star Send for me. Send for
Oh
me.
yeah.
I'm just a telephone call away.
Yeah.
Put a message in a bottle.
This nigga said message in
When
the
he
bottle.
talks about
That song was a lovely song.
That's a good ass motherfucker.
Yo, all that music for me, 1980 on.
Mm-hmm. But see, I'm not.
Not on like up till now, no. I mean like
The 80s.
all of that 80s,
Mhm.
especially that whole Anita Baker, Luther Vandross.
Well, see, this is the thing, right? Music for me is like how water is for Kenny. You get what I'm saying? Like
That's
you know
right.
how Kenny is real. Music do a lot for you. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Music can take you. Music always take you back to stuff that happened in the past.
And they come right to your mind.
Old
as soon as
shit.
you
Like
hear it.
I'm talking about one song. It's a song that'll take you. You be like, damn. You remember
That's
what
Mary
you was
J.
doing.
Blige.
You
Mary
remember
J.
what you was
You can-
doing, who you was doing it with,
Yeah.
the time, the month, all that shit.
Yeah,
How
'cause I
you
hear
feeling,
stuff from
the
what you was
80s.
wearing.
What you was wearing,
All-
all that shit.
I hear
Yeah.
stuff from the 80s and I can think about family cookouts. Like
Mm.
that's how vividly the music
Well, y'all a
is.
little older than me.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that's
like,
the 90s.
You got Frankie Beverly and me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Frankie Beverly.
All right, little
and
mama,
Maze.
all right.
Frankie
Yeah.
Beverly and Maze.
I just looked up a song, Frankie Beverly and Maze. It's a popular song, but I never the words. You know a song, you sing a song, but
Yeah.
the words.
Happy feeling. Happy feelings in
Indeed.
the air.
No,
but-
I'm gonna look it up, but no, that song does it for me.
Let me ask y'all a
every time.
question. As women, right? You see a nigga ride, y'all in the track, y'all drive.
Mhm.
And nigga come past you, got a sunroof open, he chilling. And he banging like a woman's song or
Mhm.
whatever. Like R&B or
So she
or
gonna
some
agree
shit.
too. Uh-huh.
Like, what's y'all thoughts when y'all see
My thought is, oh, he getting it, boy, yes.
that?
Because to me now he on some old other level shit. He can come through banging Tupac and be cool.
Right.
But when you come through this bitch some Anita Baker, Wendell
Okay,
Carl
okay.
Cleveland, sunroof open, he a whole grown man
As
for
a
me.
man, I'm gonna tell you a CD that I like. That's a woman CD, but I
Mhm.
like the shit that Destiny's Child fulfilled. That Destiny fulfilled shit.
That's a nice
Yeah.
CD.
I love that
Yeah.
shit. You listen to that shit. I was driving listening to that shit.
Yeah.
That shit take you to a zone. You can think.
Yeah.
You
Is
start
it,
thinking.
which one though? Which
Huh?
one? Which one? Was it the last one? What cater to you?
Yeah, that's the
Is
one
that-
when they
Yeah,
do the
that's
CD
the one
catered
with
to you.
catered to you.
That
That's a
one
nice CD.
was a lot of bangers on it,
Yeah,
like
that joint.
That's a
that-
sexy, chilled out, real nice.
That joint got the song "Free" on it.
Yeah,
It got a bunch of
Yeah.
banging songs on there.
But
on
you
the
know what?
R&B
That's how
shit.
I feel about the Fantasia first CD. Whole thing was a banger.
Oh yeah, you know what? I got it's a few artists. See, my sister,
The one she did the baby
like
mother.
my sister's singing shit.
Okay.
So they put me on a lot of shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
case in point, like she put me on Lil Mo. I didn't know Lil Mo was fire like that.
Oh yeah, she's a
like,
singer.
like my other sister put me on Kiki Wyatt. I didn't know that Kiki
What?
Wyatt. I didn't.
I love
being
her
real.
to death,
Like-
and she can sing.
Listen, I did not know that she was fire like
Yeah.
that. For real. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like,
And Kiki like real talent, like not
yeah,
all the instruments.
I had a female put me on Lettuce.
Oh
Let
yeah.
us
You
be
can go
first
see
CD.
Legacy, actually.
I seen her live.
Definitely.
I saw
It's
it.
like a couple people. I'm gonna tell you something. If you haven't seen, like, if you want to see a good group live,
Mm-hmm.
Mint Condition the group.
Because
I
they
swear
gonna give
to
you a whole
I can
performance,
believe
all
Yo,
the
that. I
music.
can
listen.
believe that. I
Listen,
can believe that.
Mint Condition.
Oh, Mike said Tamia.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, my sister be on
That
her.
that
yeah, she
Tamia,
another.
the one where
Yeah.
she like on the beach on the cover of the CD.
Mhm.
That whole CD was bad.
My sister up on her more than anybody. Like my sister fuck with a lot. Like she listened to a lot of singers that got range whereas though, like if you don't listen to them like that, if you only know the songs on the radio, then
You
you
don't
don't really know.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of artists that she put me on.
A lot of people, because a lot of people sleep, they only get to what's popular on the
Yeah.
radio.
See, I come from a musical family, so
So you know what to
music
pick up
yeah,
for.
Music is.
Yeah.
My father was I didn't even know I knew my father could sing, but I didn't know he was as talented as he was until actually the day of his funeral. You know, people get up, start telling you stories, and
You
stuff.
like,
I didn't
wow.
even know.
When they start
Like
talking
he
how
put
great.
the whole group together in high school. He dressed them. He did the choreography. Like he was.
I'm
I
like,
wish I
dad,
had-
my dad?
yeah,
That's how you
really,
be.
I was like, what? Him?
Wow.
Like, no way. But yeah, I knew he could sing, and he had a voice that was similar to Kim's. Like he could
Oh, okay,
sing.
the singer Kim.
If he
Okay.
if he would
The
sing a
guy.
Kim song, he could
Mhm.
sound. He could make himself sound just like him.
That's serious.
Real
My
talent.
uncles,
Right,
they sing
um,
around the house, but they still could. They're very talented though.
Most of the old school cats can give you a pitch if you ask them.
Yeah.
Rodney Pierce said, Rob, he's second at mint condition.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Watching them perform, I went to see them
Mhm.
live. I've seen them twice. They really put on the show, the musicianship. If I like live music,
Mhm.
and they can perform and they can sing live. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? 'Cause
yeah.
there's a lot of artists, believe it or not, they ain't all that good. They don't put on a good show.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of R&B acts.
Like I think Beyonce is kind of like that, but backwards. Like her in-person voice is not all that without the music, but she give you a performance like it's Tina Turner.
I've never
Yeah,
seen
yeah,
She gonna
yeah.
put on a fucking
That's
show.
somebody I really want to see. I've never seen Beyonce. I've never seen Usher. I'm dying to go.
Well, you know, Usher right now, he's in Vegas.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to see Usher,
Now would be
you go to
fun.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Now's the time
Now
to see him because
you
he's
get a
doing
good time.
shows
Yeah, I was just
regularly
looking
there.
at tickets today. I think I'm gonna have to do
Yeah.
Yeah.
get up one morning and just decide and go.
Yeah.
by myself type of
Usher,
thing, yeah.
Usher.
I'm a really big Usher fan.
Oh, I ain't gonna
Oh,
lie.
I'm a
Yeah,
big
I
Usher
love
fan.
Usher.
Nobody wants to go
What
with me.
Really?
made me?
Yeah, nobody.
I mean,
wants to
I'm-
go.
Well,
They
probably 'cause
either
it's Vegas.
already gone,
Mhm.
or it's like with Usher. I feel like he's one of those artists you either love him or not.
Or
I don't
not.
want to say hate him. I don't know nobody.
Because
that hates
Usher
him,
not
but-
somebody to be like, oh, he cool. No, his shit is good.
Well,
Like,
well,
what? And you gotta hit all the
well,
Yeah,
moves.
I love Usher.
Well, I'm
love
gonna be
him.
real. Before you got it bad and all that shit, right? Usher was cool. He would have songs here and there that moved me, right?
Yeah.
But that confession
Yeah,
shit.
that did it for everybody.
Yeah, Confessions hit different.
Jesus
But see, he,
Christ.
he went to his own personal shit on it, and I think that's probably
Yeah,
what kicked it
I
up.
mean,
a
every
bit.
artist that go through some shit and they got their pain
Yeah.
and they put their pain in their music. That's like Murray.
Murray.
If you listen to Murray,
Oh Lord,
you
a
feel
Mary song. You say
everything.
that, I don't
You
know.
hear the shit in a like.
Oh,
The
You
pain
hear
is
the
in our voice.
pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She be hurt. Murray,
Yeah.
be Murray.
wait,
been
you want me
through
to tell
some
you
shit.
somebody else? I feel like that's like that. Is Anthony Hamilton. You feel whatever he can sing about the concrete.
Feel
You
like
can feel
oh,
whatever his
fucking
emotion
concrete. That
is.
shit was built different, wasn't it, Anthony? Like, yeah, you can feel it. Because he got such a soul in there. You know who CD, I cannot get his name out, and I feel bad that I can't say his name, but Ordinary People. We're just
John
ordinary.
Legend. You
That's
know why I
CD.
don't like John
That's
Legend?
CD right there for me.
You know why I don't like John Legend?
Why?
All right, it's two artists that kill me when they sing. All right, number one, Trey Songz. Trey Songz sing like he cold. Don't he sound like he cold when he sing? Like he sound like he trembling.
He's trying so hard not to be Usher, but falling into Usher, so he try to change it.
He sound like he cold. Man.
Oh no,
Like he freezing
Yeah.
and shit.
I don't know what it is, but Trey Songz never did it for me.
Trey Songz. I love.
He never did it for me.
Love Trey Songz.
But that
That's
that
it.
Ordinary People, that CD,
And
there's
John
one
Legend.
on there.
We're just ordinary
Listen to
people.
the John Legend. Right, I hate it. Listen to John Legend. So hot, Rob. I bet you feel different. John
So-
Legend,
so
so
high.
high.
It's a John Legend song. I gotta bring it up. It get me every time.
So High
No
by
doubt.
John
Is it
Legend.
So High?
Like the girl
Ready
just,
to go right now.
no, not that. No. I'm talking about song. I'm talking about music he got. Music.
It's a song.
That shit. Not that. But this So High.
Take it slow.
No.
No.
No,
No, it's not that. It's So High. It's So High.
I ain't sleeping on John Legend now.
I got
I'm just
be
saying.
able to post after
He's
this.
funny.
Remind me to
He's
tag
funny.
that this is not we do not own the rights to the music. Remind me to add that, but we got to do this because what they will do is cut our sound out.
Oh, okay.
So we got to make sure that's
Another CD that's a banger, that's a sleeper that a lot of people don't know about because a lot of people don't like the nigga Darnell Jones, Portrait of a
Oh.
Gentleman.
Who
Darnell Jones was great.
No, but I'm saying there's a lot of people that don't like you. You believe it or not, just like a lot of people don't like Jagged Edge.
Oh, see, you
which is crazy to me.
I
Back
don't understand.
Butternut?
Oh,
That's not Jagged Edge.
No, that's not. That's not.
next.
That's next.
No, Jagged Edge was not.
Let's get married.
Yeah, but didn't Jagged Edge do? I don't know. I want him to get his shoulders on his ear.
I think my song I'm talking about is
Wait, let me make
Let It
sure.
Out.
What, the John Legend joint?
Yes.
Oh, you trying to find it?
The song that do it for me with John Legend. That's
Oh.
dope.
Well,
Everything else,
You
I-
got
it's
he
like-
sings so sad.
yeah.
He
See,
said, I don't know if I should
you gotta.
be in love or
I don't know. I think
be
it's.
heartbroken.
I think that
kill
CD for
myself.
me. Like I'm not a big fan, but that CD
I'm
did it for me.
I'm not a fan at all. For me, maybe it's something. Maybe I need to listen to him.
That,
Yeah.
that's it.
That
That's the
we
one. I don't know if I
want to
should be sad,
fly.
happy, slit my wrist. I
Listen
don't
to the words. You gotta listen
jump
to the
off
words.
It's the melody of it. Whatever he's singing, it's sad.
Or for me, that's like
Let's
some shit that they
go
play at a
to a
funeral.
place
That's
that
what
It's
I-
the,
love
the,
would
it's the melody
go.
of it.
It's the
melody.
words. Maybe because I'm
Yeah,
a
the
word
words
person.
don't match the melody. It's so sad. But I'm gonna tell you another song that just came to me that get me every time. Anthony Hamilton. I don't know the name of it. He said, I'm a mess right now.
Yeah, man.
Can't believe I lost you. Lost my best friend,
I
my
don't know it.
soulmate. Oh, that's going for me every
I
time.
don't know.
Lost-
Every time. Y'all know, you know what?
I don't know.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
No, but
I'm trying to think. I'm looking at my
Oh, like Mike
My
Big said, nobody
playlist.
mentioned it, but Jamie Foxx is a.
got a few
Oh
songs
yeah,
too.
Jamie Tuck.
Gorgeous.
No, the whole CD with the from the Ray Charles soundtrack, and he made his CD right with at the same time.
Uh-huh.
That whole CD to me was bad.
Well, Jamie, a whole nother. He a
Sex.
whole
I
nother
just
level.
can't
All
take
the
him too
time,
serious.
sex
It's
on
always
my mind.
he's a really
Everywhere I
talented
go, I'm trying to
person.
let you know.
But I
He's
think
very
I have a
talented.
hard
Piano,
time
everything.
taking him serious because he's been so funny for so long.
Yeah, but
Million dollar question.
what?
Y'all don't like R. Kelly no more at this
Who
convention?
don't?
I'm just saying.
Yes, no. You know, a lot of
What?
people's been saying that. To me, talent is talent.
Listen,
Listen.
I gotta keep that shit 100. Now, the way that I listen to his music, certain songs, I analyze them different now. It's like, oh, you motherfucker,
That's what you meant?
Seems like you ready. If you listen to it make you look at it like, oh, Kelly, come on, man. But I ain't gonna lie, your catalog,
It's outrageous.
his catalog hit
Outrageous.
totally different.
Favorite R. Kelly song?
Can't think
Your
of
Body's
it.
Calling.
No, all time favorite R. Kelly song is when he sings.
No, Honey Love.
Oh,
That's one of my favorites.
okay.
That shit was
R.
right.
Kelly first CD, I wouldn't have seen that live. The shit was a bomb.
R. Kelly
He
was,
did awesome. He did awesome singing, music, the performance. He gave a whole show. I'm trying to think of my favorite R. Kelly song.
Your favorite R. Kelly song? I mean,
Rodney
he
Pierce
got
said
so
12 play. No, it ain't even 12 play. Rodney Pierce. I got it. I can't think. What is it? I hit that.
12 play that whole CD.
I can't know.
I'm ready for my favorite. I got two favorites for the first
What?
one.
What?
Hey, pretty mama, how you doing?
When, yeah.
Just in
Town for the weekend.
looking for.
Something to get into.
Baby, tell me what you're drinking, and I got you.
Yeah, that was it.
That's it.
Players wanna play.
Hey, and
Ballers
ballers
wanna
want to
ball.
ball. What?
I don't really want none of the above. I want to piss on you.
Oh my God.
Yes, I do. Yes, I
Oh
do.
my God.
Piss on you.
Oh, Kelly, I cannot narrow it down. Because I'm looking for my song, but right now I see like Step in the Name of Love. Like, it's
yeah.
so many.
That's Stuff in the Name of Love. I don't
think.
care where you at.
TV2 is my favorite.
You can play that shit. You can play that shit anywhere, and everybody gonna step off that shit.
I don't
Chocolate
even care.
Factory was fire
Yeah,
too.
Chocolate
I don't
Factory
think he had a
and
CD that wasn't great.
Mm.
Now, great. I'm gonna tell you some old shit.
Even if the whole CD wasn't great,
The double CD, the all.
the majority was great.
That's TP.com, I think.
I
no,
cannot.
double
But the
CD
double
is
CD?
all.
Oh, that's
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that's
right.
all. That was a double CD.
Alright.
He ain't have a lot of hits off of that one, but if you were R. Kelly fan, if you was one back in the day anyway, it did what it did. But TC2 top down, hands down, is
I
and
cannot
Chocolate
think
Factory.
of.
Yeah. R. Kelly, I ain't gonna lie, but you know they got him performing in jails and
Man,
shit.
is that real?
I
Is that
never even
real?
seen anything
They really
about
got
it.
this man
I
performing. That
refuse
can't
a
be
lot
real.
of it. I don't even listen
You
to
think
it.
it's real?
Mhm. He's singing to the inmates, man.
Somebody said in one of the comments that they posted on Instagram today that maybe that's what he was putting on his
See, you
earth
know
for.
what? That's not my show, so I can't even say. But what about
What?
when a woman's fed
Oh,
up?
yeah.
Oh yeah, when a woman's fed up, man. I ain't gonna lie, man.
This is the song I couldn't get out.
That song.
When a woman loves.
That's the one he performed on the awards that time. Remember?
Yeah,
He
because Tammy
performed it
said he
on-
performed. I'm not a big
he performed
award
it
show,
live.
but that when a woman loves.
Listen.
If you ain't never
Yeah.
had love from a woman, you don't know what it could be. That song
I
make
gotta
you
be
think
real
like,
with
you
you.
know what? That bitch did.
When a woman's fed up,
And that was a
baby,
song about his
I was
mom.
so
It was
angry.
deep.
I was so angry at R. Kelly because at that time I was fucking up in a relationship real
Why
bad.
you mad at him?
I was like, you motherfucker, why you gonna make this song, man? If you don't want to find out,
Yo, R. Kelly
shit
can do
hurt.
anything, and you know,
Kelly
it's,
made you feel that
I know a
shit.
lot of people feel a certain type of way because of all the jail stuff. But if I'm listening to the music for the music, I gotta keep giving them the props that he did a great job.
What new artist you like?
New artists.
New or newer artists.
I like SZA.
Okay, I like Sis.
I like
I like her.
I
her.
love her. I love her.
Her. She's a whole.
Yeah, she's ahead
She
of
a
her.
whole vibe.
But she's so young. She's ahead of her time. You know who she reminds me of? You remember when Alicia Keys first came out? First came out. I didn't even realize she was so young.
She was
her
very
gives me that. I'm not. Their vibes are totally different, but it just reminds me of how I felt when I found out how young Alicia Keys was. Like, damn, she that young singing about this.
Right. Because I was going to say, when her first came out, she was like a closed caption. Like, nobody
Yeah, now
knew what she
she's
looked like, no
coming up.
nothing.
Yeah,
She's coming out
Yeah.
more and more. I think Janelle Monáe is good, too.
I haven't never got into her singing.
Past the
Because
radio.
I was great because she came out, she did great on radio, and before you know it, somebody snatched in a clip of one movie in like the
Yeah.
movie career.
I
with,
think she's just a talent.
Yeah.
One of those.
She's a talent bop.
Yeah.
Like the girl who played, what is it? Not Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman. She can sing, but she's
I didn't
such
know that.
an actress.
I didn't know that.
People don't even know.
I
how
never
good
knew
can
that she
sing.
was a singer. You never seen the movie Harriet Tubman? Well, the girl who played Harriet Tubman,
She played
I had
in,
no idea that she could
She
sing.
played in what's the movie where the women take over doing the robbing because their husbands all blew up.
Is it a movie or is it a show?
Movie.
On Netflix?
I know you're not talking about Widow.
Widows. She played.
She
She was
played-
in Widows.
Oh, yeah,
She was. I know I had to change
She
up
was.
everything
She
she
was.
played in.
She
She was in Widows.
She was in
Did you
Widows.
see Widows? She was the one that was running real fast. It was on Hulu. It was a different version of Aretha Franklin. She did that. Oh my gosh, Shannon.
Yeah, she's a talent all by
Yeah,
herself.
yeah. She's like a whole jack in the box. Did you see the movie? The last night, like no, at the Casino Royale. I can't think of how is a long name.
Casino Royale.
Yeah,
That's definitely
Yeah,
a
no.
movie by itself.
it's a movie. The movie was out a couple years ago. It was a good movie, needless to say. But she was in that and she was singing.
But you said she played Harriet Tubman.
Mm-hmm. She played her.
And she bad. She can act her butt off,
Yeah.
and she sing just as great.
What's your favorite guy group?
Male, like whole group of men.
Yeah. What's your favorite guy group? Give me your top three. 'Cause
Dang.
It's hard to choose. It's hard to choose just one. So give me your top three guy groups.
New or old?
New or old, don't matter.
Oh wow, dang, Rob. I can't even cause I can't narrow anything down to like great with a whole group. So I would have to pull out like Jagged Edge, Jodeci.
Oh, we didn't even talk about Jodeci.
I can't even.
I mean, Jodeci. Like, baby.
Jodeci got-
The Jodeci gotta be. If you are,
Hey, we
if
talking
you a
time
late
frame
70s,
of all time, y'all.
Huh?
Somebody asked what time frame? Male group of what time?
Male group, anywhere from the 80s to now.
Jagged Edge is definitely.
I mean, because if you go
Jodeci.
70s,
I mean, without the obvious, I feel like Jodeci is an obvious.
yeah, Jodeci.
So
gonna
then it would
one of
be-
your
Well,
favorites.
see,
it
I
would be-
can't because everything when I think favorite male, I think back like I'm 45, so I'm thinking like Prince, and I'm thinking Luther, but they
Well,
not.
Prince was a singer by himself, though.
Well, Prince was in the group. He was a singer by himself. He was a whole musician by himself. Like these, I can't narrow it down to groups because I would have to think now. And the furthest back I'm gonna go with, I think, is like Jodeci. Wow.
That's cool.
But I feel like Jodeci is one of the obvious ones. Like Jodeci's in there.
Yeah.
They're gonna be
Like,
there.
as far
I
as-
feel like
No, I would have to
Jagged
say
Edge or Drew Hill. Which one? Like
I-
pick one over the other. Which one?
Jagged Edge.
Over Jodeci. Which one? If you had to pick one.
Damn, you're a little dirty bitch for that. I can't. Okay, Mr. Cruel on Instagram said New Edition.
Yeah. No,
Again, I think New Edition.
They're gonna be
goes
obvious.
with-
Mike said 112. Rodney Pierce said Temps, OJ's, Earth, Wind and Fire, right? And see Rodney Pierce. All of those are like you said. They the
They
obvious.
the
But I'm gonna
obvious,
say TRL. I want to say their name was TRL
TRL.
or RT, whatever it was.
though.
TR.
Maybe it's not TRL. I can't think of how they named.
TGT? Are you
It
talking about-
was. Give me a second. Let's give me a second because I'm going.
LSG
LSG might be it.
or TGT?
Yeah.
with
Tyrese.
Gerald Levert, with
That-
Gerald
Oh,
Levert,
that one. What
Keith
is it?
Sweat, and Johnny Gill. LSG.
LSG.
That was
Okay,
good,
yeah.
but there's another one with Tyrese,
Tyrese,
That's
the
what you
Genuine
want.
dude
He-
from
Tyrese Genuine and Tank.
yeah,
they
but
got
then
a
it's,
class. I feel like their CD is slept on.
yeah, it's a couple of them.
Oh, speaking of slept on, let's come back to that before I forget this. I thought about this earlier. I wanted to bring this up. You ever listen to The Last Train to Paris with Puffy?
Mr. Corral, you're right. LSG,
Puffy.
No.
You gotta listen to it. So it's Puffy.
Puff Daddy.
Yeah, he had a CD and it was like all collabs, but it was Danity Kane was in there, or not. I don't want to say Danity Kane, but it was the Dawn. Dawn from Danity Kane was
Right.
in there. He got a song with Chris Brown, Usher. He got a song with it's slapped on from the first song to the last song. It's a classic. I promise you. I
I'm
promise
gonna
Ready
be
for
you.
you. Ready for the world was that
well, the thing with Puffy production or anything that he touched R&B wise was the shit
Yeah.
because
But this is not that old. I mean, it's old, but we talking.
You know what? I think
The
Puffy
last-
do a lot of great things, but the
Exactly.
thing is his
I got a
maturity
question.
level on letting people grow
I got a
is
question.
immature.
I
He
got
stunts
a,
the growth too quick for me.
I got a good question for y'all, and I know
He
a
said,
lot of
"What's
people.
what's the title to the one you was talking about, Shannon?"
Last Train to Paris. And
Last
it was
Train
from
to Paris.
2010. Let me
Alright.
tell you something. You're not going to be disappointed. You're not going to be. I promise you.
I got an R&B question that a lot of people be trying to stay away from.
What?
Which album better? Faith, Soon As I Get Home, or Mary J, My Life?
Mary J.
My
gonna be
life.
every time.
Come on,
My
no,
life.
you can't say that.
My life.
I say that easy.
Because this is why I'm going to say Murray every time, because Murray is something you play all the way through. Faith, I'm going to skip. I'm going to skip a
You
couple.
play- not that first Faith CD.
You don't hate it. You don't hate it.
You can let that. Have you ever listened to that CD?
You don't hate faith.
I ain't say I dislike
That's
her.
what
I just said
Hold
some
on.
of it I'm going to skip.
Nah.
Yeah.
Real
You
quick,
don't hate
Mr. Corral on Instagram said, Gina Thompson, the thing you do was that work by Diddy. Soon as I get home, in my life, two different genres of music. My thing is, I'm going to play. I'm going to play Mary J all the way through. But Faith, I'm gonna skip some
I'm
stuff.
gonna tell you.
No,
I'm gonna
crazy.
give you one song, and I'm gonna give you one song.
Oh, crazy.
One song.
Wait a minute, real quick. Let me read this comment. We want to keep up with the comments. Floss, someone high said, "Hey to everyone." Mr. Corral said Murray was going through something deeper than Faith at that time. That mean Murray.
I-
Like I said,
I can't
that's
say
what shows that Murray's music hit.
I can't say
But
that.
a lot of people go through shit and they don't be in the music.
Murray was fucking with KC and was getting high.
I
She was
don't
in a
care
dark
what you
place.
fucking with.
Faith
Mike
was
said
going
the
through
same
shit
thing,
with
Mike did
Biggie
great.
and
Yeah.
got with him and got pregnant
I
and was
don't care
trying
what
to leave. Yo,
nobody said.
they both was going through
My
shit.
life is one to be.
Getting pregnant and trying to leave somebody versus I'm on that shit. I ain't graduate high school and people trying to take my career somewhere else. Like that's two different life experiences.
Both of them is some shit that you're
You
going
said
through.
the Faith CD.
Yes, the first Faith CD was Soon As I Get Home on.
And name another song on there.
Uh,
Soon as I get home, not on Faith.
yes, it is. Soon as I get home.
I
Oh, that's
make
not
it
the first
up
CD.
to you.
No,
Said
no
true
other
shit.
love.
Yeah.
No
It
other
was a
love.
nice CD.
That CD you can let that.
I'm not saying that it wasn't bad, but it's some stuff I'm gonna skip.
That's what I say. You're not hating it. It's not something that you hate. It's
Mr.
just
Corral
like
said,
hitting like
soon as
Murray.
I get home,
not
wow.
my life.
Okay.
Not my life.
I get
Was-
it. I mean, y'all just real down her
You-
Murray
you-
fan.
No. I'm a die. Well,
Mike
back then,
said the
I'm
same
more
thing.
of a Murray
Soon as
fan
I get
now,
home,
but
it's
back
tough.
then,
Right.
I was literally half and half. Literally.
Oh, so you're saying that My Life is better than Faith's first
Hands
CD?
down. Hands down.
I can't do that. I can't say that.
And
I
I'm
get it,
not
but-
saying what's
I'm
better.
saying
I'm just saying if I'm going to take a long ride, I'm gonna run to Murray
Murray.
because it's gonna
Every
keep my
time.
mind where I
Listen,
need to be, and I'm gonna know
every
every
single
song.
time.
When I'm taking a long ride, I'm a
Every
person who
time.
take the back roads every day. I
That
go.
so what I'm saying.
I don't
is-
want to play that
so
because
would
I
you
gotta
say-
hit the button
so-
and skip shit.
Okay, so would you say that you more of a Murray fan than a Faith fan? Like you just said, you know every word.
No, I'm not saying I'm more of either fan. I'm just saying more Murray songs is gonna run back to back. Like damn, I don't even get a chance to skip. Like some people like the John Legend. I'm gonna play John Legend whole CD
Okay.
when I'm going from here to
You
wherever I'm
think
going.
that's preference? That's probably preference. though.
Okay.
No, I think it's for me. It's the words that I hear. in the
That's
song.
me too. I'm
Well,
with you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say this.
I'm with you.
I'm gonna say this. Everybody's ear for music is different, right? But I'm gonna urge you
I'm
to
gonna read
do
these
this.
comments.
I'm gonna urge you to do this tonight when you ain't doing something. Go home and let that CD ride, and I guarantee you, when you come back tomorrow, you're gonna have a different.
I
opinion.
think
Now,
you know what? I also think it comes to the mindset, like you said earlier when the show first started, is where you are in your life. When Faith came out, she came out in the midst of all the dope Biggie, all of them, blah blah blah, because Diddy did everybody all at one time. Boom, boom, boom. And at the time, I was on some old other shit. So everybody else from that mall was rocking for me. Faith wasn't doing it. She just didn't do it for me. Now, when I saw Bad Boys live in concert, the reunion,
Mhm.
I liked every song they played, but they didn't do every song of hers either. They only did the hottest shit. So, like I said, I can't say a whole CD will be mine, but Murray, I can play a whole CD and I can kick back. I'm gonna go real quick to some of the comment Mr. Krell said. I don't remember most of Faith tracks off
That's why I asked him.
off
Who
the
you wanna watch?
CD. Murray had more bangers
Yes.
that got airplay over the Faith, and I love Faith over Murray. He loved Faith over Murray,
Okay,
but Murray
okay.
got more bangers.
So there
Like
you
Mike
go.
said, the
A Faith fan.
Tamia, that's another one I can play straight through. Miss Squirrel said Murray had more radio airplay back then. I think Murray always got good airplay because her shit was like so
Listen, when you
soulful every
talking
time.
about my life, the CD.
Faith came in the midst of too much of the bad boy.
You name a
other
couple,
shit.
Mary's Joint. What song tops Mary's Joint on Faith? What? That's just one song. What tops that? Nothing. You gotta believe. Never want to live without
Gotta
you. Nothing tops them songs.
Gotta
No,
believe.
not topping. Now, let's go to Faith. Faith is Come Over. I can name a couple. Come Over.
I'm not big on it.
Love Don't Live Here No More.
What's the one she did at the roller rink on the video?
That's not on that.
That's not
CD.
on that.
See, like I couldn't even tell you.
Ain't nobody, no other love.
They not touching none of Mary's songs.
Come on.
Nothing.
I ain't saying that they weren't good, but I'm just saying they ain't gonna be a.
On my life. You can find another Mary CD. Maybe we can have a conversation.
I had this conversation with people that that got ears. You know what I mean? Just like y'all. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, like I said, everybody's ear.
Yeah, cause like y'all don't like John Legend. To me, I think
As
it's
soon as I
crazy.
get home, it's probably
That was a banger for her.
If
That was
okay,
the
so
banger,
you
but
know
we
how you
probably-
say you don't skip songs? I would skip that because that played on the radio a lot. The other shit was rock.
Yeah, it's the stuff you
so
don't
as
hear.
soon as I get home.
Rodney Pierce said Murray has a way bigger catalog, which is true, Rodney Pierce. But what I'm saying is, like, in the car, I ain't even going according to your catalog. Because if we talk catalogs, we're going to pick R. Kelly over a lot of shit, let's be honest.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, can I put the CD in and let it ride till I get where I'm going?
Catalog.
Not skipping. I can't do that with Faith.
Yeah, hands down. If we gotta go whole catalog, Kelly got that on everybody.
Yeah.
I mean that's
You
hands
got to
down.
put him up there with Michael Jackson.
Yeah, you when you equate R. Kelly, he's up there with Prince and Michael. Like as far as catalog.
And I don't care what y'all say or what charges are or whatever the case may be. Catalog, to me, his catalog.
But see, the reason why I get Faith a lot of shit because Faith wrote for a lot of people. You know what I mean? A lot of people.
That's another thing.
So it's like with that.
Well, if you're gonna go according to wrote and music, you might as well say Neo. Neo been writing shit since
Actually,
before he started
speaking of
singing.
Neo, I'm definitely a Neo fan.
Yeah,
Neo been
Neo
writing
fan
shit since
too.
he was in high
But
school.
I ain't gonna lie, that man wrote "You Must Don't Know About Me." From
He wrote
Beyonce.
a lot of
He
stuff.
wrote that shit. That's funny.
Music Soul Child wrote a lot
I
of
didn't know
stuff.
that till recently.
Yeah,
I just
Music
learned
Soul
that.
Child wrote a
I
lot of
just
shit.
learned that.
I was getting ready to say he slept on, but music not slept on.
No.
Motherfuckers know about
Yeah,
music.
yeah.
You
Music
got
Soul
it.
Child.
That's that Neo soul.
Yeah, that Philly,
I think-
that
I
Philly,
think,
that
yeah,
Philly
the
vibe shit.
Philly, I separate the Philly Neo soul. I swear, I think Philly has its own.
Because
should
it is
be its
They got their own sound.
Yeah, it's like the whole of
The
Philly
India
is
Irie, the what's the
Uh,
group that we like?
Kendrick.
Kendrick, Kendrick,
Yeah.
Jill
Jill Scott.
Jill Scott.
What's the other
They
They got Philly got a lot.
well,
of
really,
stuff.
Marsha Ambrosian and them come under that,
Come
even
under
though they
that
from
too.
London,
Yeah,
but they come.
right.
like
I'm
they
a
still-
big Marsha fan. I'm a big
Yeah, she-
poetry fan.
Rodney Pierce. Nobody will. I can say writing, music, production. Nobody's gonna beat Babyface.
Okay, you got that. Nobody don't. Oh.
I
Nobody don't. I don't know.
you gonna have to dig way in the bag. I ain't
Well, he
talking.
up there- well,
I
he
ain't
up
talking
there with
Prince
Kelly
Michael.
too.
I'm saying
He up there with-
Babyface is
yeah,
up there.
Oh, yeah, he's up
Babyface
there.
up there.
And I'm talking about producing,
Yeah.
Yeah,
writing,
the same thing. with
singing.
Kelly.
Like
That's Kelly.
you got
The
you
same
got to
thing.
give them all
Because
that.
you got to think, Kelly played fucking 11 instruments.
Real quick, Mr. Corral said I remember seeing music on 3 and each back in the day. Him and Jill Scott, the Roots all used to be out there killing it.
Yes, they did. So let me ask y'all this. So, how y'all feel about today's state of like hip hop music, or do y'all listen to it?
Absolutely. I got
Today's
kids.
hip-hop
Kids, so.
It's not bad. It's the rap that bothers me. I don't know what they be saying. The hip hop, to me, hip hop has never lost its groove to the beats.
Listen,
Like if what's his name? Timberland do a beat, you know it every time. Like, this that shit. If you go and look at the CD, you already know who did the beat for the hip hop music. Because you know Timberland
Swizz
shit.
Beatz,
Like
yeah,
you know
Swizz
Swiss beats.
yeah.
Like a lot of them hip hops to me never lost their
for me, I don't know.
Oh, he
maybe,
said third in art in
maybe
Philly. Okay.
I don't know if it's my age or whatever, right? I listen to some trap shit,
Uh-huh.
but nothing
can't
grinds my gears more than seeing somebody over 50 riding, banging that shit. Like,
Banging it.
I'm talking about and rapping the words like verbatim.
And I'm gonna tell you, remember you asked us
Right.
earlier,
Why
what do
you
we
can't
think
take a
about
little-
guys
little baby?
who ride down the street with playing stuff? If I see a nigga over 50 playing some trap music riding down the street, I'm saying that nigga a pedophile. He fucking.
No,
nigga.
listen.
That's just, I'm saying my mindset. Nigga, you should not be playing that. Where your son is? Your son in the back seat. That's how I'm looking at it.
So
No, I ain't even going because it's some stuff by the baby, like Rockstar.
Baby.
I'm a play, not Lil Baby, the baby. Rockstar.
I'm not a the baby.
Well-
fan, but Lil Baby.
But like a lot of that shit, you don't know what they talking about.
You
You be
don't
looking
know
at
what
old
they
men like,
talking
Pop, what are you
You don't know what they talking
Sure
about.
don't.
But think, when we
Fuck
were
my
young,
name on the board.
so
Sure
I
the
got
fuck
an
don't.
example for you. When I was young, I can remember playing MC Light's record, and my mother, she
Yeah,
thought
because it's
the
a difference for
same
her.
thing.
It's a difference.
But no, she thought the same.
Yeah,
thing
like
that you
that.
saying about the new.
Well, I'm an old
Right.
school. I guess Shannon, call me what you like, but I don't like this shit. Mitch Corral said I couldn't tell you what Little Baby sound like. LOL.
Yes.
Rodney Pierce said old school hip hop for
he could.
life.
He
Yeah.
just don't know his Lil Baby.
Mumble,
Right,
He gets
Mr.
plenty
Let
of
me get a
airtime.
couple of y'all comments out. Mr. Corral said, "Little baby, the baby, her baby, his baby." I couldn't tell you any of that, any of them.
mumble rap, period. I can't do it.
Mm.
I'm just for
You
me.
can't do it or
Like-
you can't understand it.
I don't
Either.
want to do it.
I just can't do
You
it.
ain't
The beats,
listening.
the beats be cool. I listen.
I'm gonna tell you
And
what I don't like.
Who?
Young Boy. I know one too many songs. My son is a fanatic.
We talked about him before. I don't know him.
My son,
Listen.
NBA Young Boy. I
Yes.
guess he go by. I think he go by Young Boy now. I know one too many. I mean, I
NBA
catch
stands
myself.
for never broke again.
Yeah,
Right.
But he dropped that for some reason, right?
Yes, yes.
Young
His name
Boy.
is Young Boy.
Yeah.
Listen.
He got about
This
22
little dude,
like 24.
yeah, he, listen, the little
That's the one they
kid,
said, what's the name? Daughter got a baby
Yeah, she
boxer.
got-
What's his
listen,
name?
he's very
Floyd.
influential
Mike said little
with
baby.
these little kids. My son, my
Mhm.
14-year-old, emulates this kid. You know what I mean? My
I've
thing
been in
is,
jail a million
these
times.
kids, this music is so influential to these little young dumbass kids, man. It's like crazy to the point where it's though like they really like out like
No, I can't. I really, and I guess people probably look at us back in the day and be like, "Why you playing Luke? Why you playing NWA? Why?" Because I was a big Eazy-E fan.
But
They gonna ask,
NWA.
but now today, even with all this stuff, I'ma still be in my car with Freeway in the place for Young Free, and I got what it takes to rock the mic. I'm still gonna go. I still need 90s. Like, get off of me. Get that shit out of here.
Yeah.
And my son be in the car. Don't you turn that shit up? He was like, "Ma, I rap. I don't care. Rap for your own time."
My kids like the old school rap that I listen to.
Yeah.
My oldest son actually he listen to. Sometimes I look at him like what is wrong? Like what?
And I had to ask my kids, like, y'all be copying my
No.
playlist.
The old Jay-Z.
Mhm.
The old, like he listens to all of that.
Real quick, let me get some of y'all comments, Rob. Sorry, real quick. Mr. Corral said, Mad dropped something not too long ago. Who he said? Mad. Dropped something not too long ago that was pretty dope from what I heard. Mike
You
said,
talking about Lil Baby?
maybe.
Okay. Yeah.
Nas. He said Nas.
Okay.
Mike said, yes, that's the thing. That's it. They think he God, the guy you was talking about.
Yes.
He said, let's go
Yes,
90s all day. 90s all day. We could spend
I
the
think
whole
that was
fucking-
just the time. I think the music just matched the time. There's not another time
Yeah.
that I would rather go back to than the 90s.
Cause that
It
hip
was a
hop,
vibe.
that hip hop
Everything
came
I'm
into
talking
its
about
all
the music though in the
So
90s
much
was the
so.
Hey,
shit.
cousin.
But I'm saying the vibe of the 90s, so much so that you know how Freak did they drop the Freaknik thing already? Like
I heard about it. I haven't.
I want to see the hair. Think about that.
Can you imagine the
the
tuck
style,
finger waves lifted up?
the
Oh my
whole
God, all
90s
that stuff
was the
back then.
shit.
French
Burl
Fry.
curl. I remember I had the
I can't
salt and
wait.
pepper
The
finger waves
fan,
with the pink
the
curls
fan
all on.
ponytail with the spray. You used to spray it. Well, I never did because my hair was down my back. I
But
couldn't
what
get none
happened?
of them. But the spray colors and the fans
all that
and
stuff
and
was
the tucks
Back
and
in the day.
oh
What's your
my
homegirl? You told me that day. I said lived around my way. Lived up. I don't want to say the block, but she live out of state now.
Keita. my
Yeah,
sister,
she would rock some ponytail
Oh, yeah.
back then. And I
But
think
she
she used
did
to do
hair.
and she did her
She
own
did
hair.
hair,
Mr. Carell said the music, the vibe, the energy, even neighborhoods was so different and so much more
culture.
welcoming
That's
back
what I'm
then.
saying.
the
It was a different
culture.
time. The
He
He
music
said,
matched
man,
the
if you
culture.
had a triple fat goose,
Yeah.
yeah, you knew what
The
it was.
music-
He
the
said,
music
LOL,
matched the fashion.
you're
The
about to
fashion
break
matched
out the
it
the
was
cross
down.
colors next.
Everybody had a bubble first down. I don't give a fuck who you were.
Even if that bitch had a hole and you hit it, the feathers came out, but you had it
Everybody
and you
had a
wore it.
bubble. I think everybody had a big bubble first
Yo,
down.
when I
with a
first
triple
got
fat goose
a
with the
pe-
fur around her
My
head.
black Pelly Pal lover,
My mother
Yeah.
was-
man, you couldn't tell me I wasn't the shit.
Man, 90s can never be duplicated. I can't even lie to you. Like the 90s was the shit. Late 80s, early 90s.
He said
90s.
starter jackets. Come on,
Like, come on, man.
you can
Like,
go on
late 80s,
to the
I was only
90s.
10, so.
I mean, but still, like the
Yeah.
80s, like
Yeah.
the late 80s, early 90s,
Little
late
little
90s.
stand
I
little
was 10,
band.
12.
Man, 90s was
Yo.
like
I was
everything about the
Yo,
90s.
they make
was
everything
shit.
about
Late
the
90s, I was outside though.
the Timberlands. Like if you don't have Timberlands, people look
Right.
at you like you crazy. You don't have the chocolate brown. You don't have the green.
My oldest
Like
son's
what?
father
You don't
was
have
from the
Timberlands?
Huh?
My oldest son's father was we was high school sweetheart.
Mhm.
He's from the Bronx.
Mhm.
When I tell you I had every pair of Timberlands, I'm talking about Timberlands that we never even knew of. I had
Yo, cause they had the
They-
fucking
they-
burgundy,
normal
the
thing.
that was
the
a new-
brown, the
It's
chocolate,
like we
the
go by Air
winter
Force
green.
Ones, they go by Timberlands.
That was a New York staple. You gotta think. New York niggas was wearing Timberlands in the summer.
Yeah.
Like they
still
niggas
do.
to
They
this
still
day,
did, still
like
did.
you had niggas here like start wearing butters and chuckers and shit like that. In the
They was wearing
summertime.
chuckers back then. We
Mr.
didn't even
Krell
know
said,
what
I'm
chuckers
53
were.
in October, so I feel y'all. That was the time right there.
What a time to be alive.
Yeah.
It was a wonderful time,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
You know what? Back to the new artist. Another new artist I like is Ari Lennox. I love Ari Lennox.
I don't know.
You
who
got to
that
tell me
is.
the music.
I wouldn't even know what, because I know it's.
While you looking for it, I'm gonna say real quick, Mr. Corral came back to say those days will never be back, and it's sad because today's youth will never know that energy. That 90s.
Well, they
energy
creating
is
their own
different.
energy. They're
I don't-
creating their
I
own
don't like
energy. It's just
I don't
we
like it
wanted
because
to-
their energy is so much. If you ain't killed somebody,
I
or
don't
if you
think
ain't
so.
made this
I
much
don't
money,
think so.
Well,
these kids
well,
today
well,
is
Our
off the chain.
kids have fun. They have fun.
Well,
They
well,
do.
well,
They have
I'ma
fun.
say this.
Yeah, in that realm, but I worry
That's
about
what I'm
it.
saying.
I'm gonna say this.
I worry
As
about
far as for the R&B, for the music, some artists that are new that they came out are they pretty good. You know, some of them are neo soul
We might
artists.
just don't
Some
know
of
their
them are
names, but
saying
they
some
got some
shit
stuff.
that you can really relate to. But as far as the hip hop scene is concerned, you give me. I heard. I'm gonna be real with you. I heard Lil Baby rap one song that had something. One.
Mm-hmm.
Now the rest.
Give him a fair chance though. Have you listened to
Yes.
Enough songs
Yes.
each CD? Have you given him a chance like you would give any other artist a chance?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think for
You
me,
gonna like what you like.
his substance is like you said, Rob. But then even if he drops something good, Shannon, like for your what you saying, for like, did you listen to the words? You listen to the words, you hear something good, but then you turn around and realize he just beat somebody up, or
No,
he just
not Lil Baby.
Lil Baby.
No.
That's the little dark skin one, right?
No,
Da Baby.
that's
You
Da
talking
Baby.
about Da Baby.
What the man say? Lil Baby, Dub Baby, her
Listen,
baby.
listen.
Hey, get these kids out of here.
Lil Baby made a song during the midst of all the police brutality shit that really hit Shorty.
Yeah.
I take my hat off to him. He's a talented.
And I think a lot of it is the
he's
shit
a
the
talented
labels
little young nigga, but
only let
all
them
the
get certain things
motherfuckers
down.
with me, like, I'm not into drill music. Because
What's that?
drill music is
That's what you classify Lil Baby as?
no.
No, he just said
I'm just saying.
outside
Okay.
For me, drill music is, they say it started in Chicago. Some New Yorkers will debate that and they say it started in New York. But
What is drill music though?
drill music is that it got a certain sound, that hard, rough, real gritty bass line, and it's
I'm
Sounds
trying
like-
to think of an artist.
You got
Chief
something.
Keef.
Yeah.
I gotta hear it.
He's from Chicago.
He from Chicago.
Real quick, let me grab some of the comments because it's steady rolling. Rodney Pierce said Tim's. We ain't gonna never get off this 90s. Tim's are New York and Air Force Ones are Baltimore. Miss Creel said, yeah, and Philly at at Rodney Pierce. Mike said New Balance is DC. That's the baby. Lil Baby
What,
is
Mike?
different. I don't know. I'm telling you, I don't
Mike.
know.
DC.
Mike, New Balance. To me, and it's just me, I know I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this from my DC peoples, but for me, I think Foam Posits was their thing, and New Balance was a Baltimore thing, strictly at first.
Now that you threw phone posits in there, I feel like it might be the opposite. Now that you threw phone posits,
Nah,
I
but
feel
they
like
was-
phone posits was.
They was the phone. Where do you think the Foam Posit Nike boots thing was popular?
Yeah,
Like,
now the boots
that
was
was-
definitely decent.
right, but the Foam Posit
Because the thing is,
period,
everybody
that was
always
their
say,
thing.
That
was
was
their
the
thing.
country version of what we had.
Their thing. Real quick, Rodney Graham said, "What's up, cuzzo? The '90s was the golden era of music.
Yeah.
As a DJ, the '90s.
I told you we
music,
could stay right there the rest
Yeah,
of
still
the
get the
night.
the '90s music still gets the party hype, and that's
Yeah.
true.
No matter the age
Songs
group.
you play from the '90s
Yeah.
right now
Yeah.
today will have
And
a
any
motherfucker.
music genre.
Any genre.
genre.
Yo,
Any
to
genre.
this day,
Hip hop.
what type of games are being played? How's it
Oh.
going down? DMX? like today, I can wear this shit tomorrow. I got a
Why would
fresh
you talk about
peach
DMX?
pair of Freaky Reeds in the house right now. Like certain things you just gotta have. And I pull them bitches out with one outfit a fucking season.
Freaky Reeds defined the '90s like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Everybody know that shit. Well, late '80s too. Late '80s and early '90s.
Yeah.
Because you figure late '80s they had the multiple colors.
Yo, if you ain't had a Freaky Reeds with the 2 or 3 pair of slouch socks
Yeah,
to match the outfit, oh baby, you missed it. You missed it.
You ain't that much motherfucking young. Please stop with the bullshit.
I'm gonna just say woo woo woo. I feel sorry for it. Then Mr. Corral said shell toes, top tens, the low cut
Pumas.
Pumas. Like yo, we can stay on the '90s
Forever.
forever. We can stay on there
because, I mean,
forever.
the '90s was a different era, man, for music. Like the topic of, for if you just joining us, the topic of the day, we talking about music, all music, whether it's
Oh man.
well for us, we've been talking about hip hop and R&B.
Let's say 1980 on up here to about 2001.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I said, like I got a mean, like I remember when she was over Bertha's, I came over there and they had this thing where you would go to the jukebox and you would pick songs and they had an R&B on Sundays, right?
Uh-huh.
So I remember one day, this is when I first met Shannon. Shannon was like, I was like, shit. I said,
I
my
would not
R&B.
let y'all play.
I was
nothing
like,
else.
I told her, I said, my R&B playlist mean. And she was like, shit, I don't think it's better than mine. I said, listen, trust me. I said, I got an R&B playlist that's like,
Cause I didn't even know Rob was R&B good like that. So he came in here one day, and I don't know what kind of zone he was in, but he came in the front door with the music playing. Came in here by himself, had his shit set up, going through whatever he was doing, and I had to come in here like Rob. You in this motherfucking jam,
yo, she was like,
then it just got my whole mood.
yeah.
I said, Rob got some
90s
some
R&B
some
is-
R&B
Yeah.
bangers that I didn't even know.
R&B in general, though. Even-
Like you said about men and women, you like you don't know nothing about this.
I feel
shit.
like if you are a fan of the '90s R&B, then even up until now, up until present, the artists that you choose to like or that you like are gonna give you a new vibe, of course, but along the same line.
Rodney Pierce said they
You know
always
what I'm
sample
saying?
80s and 90s.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
They do,
Yeah.
but there are some very creative. There are some very dope new R&B artists. They are.
Mr. Screw out said y'all have a blessed evening. Appreciate the topic. Thank you for tuning in.
Thank you. But
Thank you.
But we still here.
Yeah, but as far as like I was in the car and I was banging You Remind Me by Patrice Rushen. I lied to you now. I was in my big joint, my spaceship.
Uh-huh.
I pulled beside, right? Nigga was like, I rolled down the window. He was like, boy, what you know about that?
I'm telling you, because I was like,
What you know
Rob
about
was in
He was in the
y'all
back.
had to come in this bitch like, Rob, you got
'90s
God.
the vibe that not the vibe that it all.
And he was playing like 80s, like Rob was
Like
like,
gives me skating rink.
What's that?
Vibe. '90s R&B. It give me.
okay,
skating
anything
rink
90s.
vibe.
R&B.
It gives me that. I'm
Yeah.
going around the rink. I'm skating. By the way.
Now, for you to be so
my
young,
birthday's
what you
coming
know
up.
about that?
And listen
Oh,
to
you are
this.
when your birthday?
I got a good comment. Steven Driver said, that's my man Duke. He said, it's sad that the new generation will never know. It's people out here that even slow danced before. People don't know nothing about
this.
Now that's
about
good.
when you
Put the
basement
little
parties
hips in
with
there.
the light on,
Yeah.
when y'all grinding, when you get
Yo,
somebody, you get them in
basement
that
parties.
corner.
Please don't make me pull out the
listen,
basement party story
Listen,
that cost $1 to get in. And you
Oh.
in that bitch like.
if you like me, my father had 1 million siblings. So as far as I'm serious. So my uncles, I learned about when you in the basement, when you have a girl come over, you put the slow music on and you turn on the colored light bulb.
Oh,
Either
Lord, the
green,
red or the
blue
blue
or
or
the
That
the
red, that red,
you-
that red, that red.
Man.
Big Mike said that's grown
Like
man
that
shit,
red
90s
ball
R&B.
going- it's going
Yo.
down.
Yeah.
Listen, you put that motherfucking light bulb on, it's going down.
Yeah.
And you got a motherfucking nice CD in it, and 9 times out of 10, you know what time it is when you hear, it's been an hour since you've been gone.
Ah, boom, boom,
But
boom.
it's a long
What?
to
So
come
come back.
home.
Look at me. Look, please stop.
Can't live
Without you. Yo.
Don't cry for you. You know what time it was.
And but I can't
Karaoke.
feel the
That's that
touch.
shit.
What?
That's that shit.
Y'all got karaoke next week. Y'all shouldn't have did this shit. Y'all gotta do a karaoke show next week.
That's one of my favorite things.
That-
Karaoke.
We gonna long as we say we don't hold rights to this music before we start it.
We
We
should
can
go
cut.
to tomorrow's karaoke at Bertha's.
Oh, okay. I ain't
Oh,
know
where's
they
that?
did
You come
It's
on
over
East
East
Side?
Baltimore. It's on Bel Air Road.
That'd be I'll
It's love
I'm
over
cool.
there.
I never been.
Yeah, that's my
And I
man.
know
That's my man,
I
Baby
probably gotta
spot.
go there and then I know
So
where's
let me
that.
shout out, you know, they
Well,
about
Yeah, guys, shout out Baby.
Bertha's Soul
Bertha's,
Food Bar and
Baby-
Grill.
Bertha Soul Food Bar and Grill.
4201 Bel Air Road on Wednesdays is karaoke and crabs. Style of crabs.
Listen, Listen.
Starts at I believe 7 p.m.
Y'all got a whole commercial, so now y'all gotta let us come over there and do live for y'all karaoke.
They
We gotta let the show
Oh,
come.
baby good with that. But I'm not gonna lie, man. Like
Rodney
everybody,
Pierce
you
said, don't forget
gotta,
the strobe light.
Rodney
Rodney Pierce.
I ain't had see Rodney Pierce. You old.
Yeah.
When you talk about strobe.
Yo say don't
Like,
forget the strobe light.
that's like my mother and my father and them age when they used strobe
It
lights.
was different. It was
What? Well, you now colorful light bulbs. I ain't gonna lie. That's our era. That's
Yeah.
gotta be our era.
different. Well, a lot of that shit was.
The colorful light bulbs go with the clear phones. Remember the clear phones?
Oh,
Oh
the
my
house phone.
She definitely a baby. Cause I would have to. I would thought she was going to say the C3 pages.
I don't care what
Yeah,
no.
all
I don't care
All
what
of
no.
that, all
I
of
don't
that.
care what nobody say, man. That motherfucking them basement
They said
parties.
birth is the shit.
Them basement parties was when you had to stir. You might not even had a DJ. You would play the tapes in a basement motherfucking
You
party.
just gotta know when to flip
And you
that
gotta
shit
know
and keep
when
it
to
going.
flip to keep going. And everybody freaking hard as shit. Your jeans be faded like a motherfucker for feet.
And then you walk out there, y'all sweating like, damn, that's what I was dancing with.
Yeah.
But what's up? Let me get your number.
Yeah.
If your freaking reads was tight, you probably got hollered at.
Yeah, Lord, man. Everybody love them good basement parties, man. Them basement parties, it wasn't nothing like them.
Yeah, I was 10.
Nothing like them. She keeps saying she was 10 at a basement party.
At home babysitting
Man,
my
fuck
mother.
outta here.
She is not that much younger, y'all.
No,
Stop
no,
letting
she
the shit
not.
ride. Making me and Rob sound like old people.
91,
Watching my
90,
grandmother
Mike said
learn
the
how to
party that
cook
all they
and
had was the
clean
big
like a
speaker
wholesome
flipping that
woman.
tape.
basement parties was like 19,
Yeah, I was at
for
home
me,
learning how to cook.
90, 91, 92.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you them
Them
basement
91.
parties, I ain't gonna lie, boy.
Yeah, I was like 12, 13.
That's
Well, I don't know, Shane, you might have been because I was
that's
going.
what club
I was
music
going to
is.
Odell's in 8th grade, 18 and over, because I
See, I
could
ain't do
dance
none of
back
that.
then.
But that's
And
what
we used to go.
that's when club music.
That's
was
why now
wild.
I'm all right with sitting back chilling because
That's
I
what
did
club
all of
music
I
is.
was
Yeah.
at home with my grandmother learning how to cook and clean and
Remember
If
old
y'all
school
listen to this bullshit-
club music.
becoming the
Boom, boom,
wholesome
bada,
woman.
out when I
Yeah.
saw her walking down. Yo, I hate it. Y'all I got my head about to burst over here. Yo, the club music back then.
Club music back then.
You know what's crazy? I never really liked club music even when I was younger and it was in. It's only a few songs like that song.
Oh,
It's only
man.
a few. It's only a couple songs that I.
Yo, Trav, hold up. Yo, Trav, hold up. What? Man, bless your heart. Fuck your body. Oh, yo. Cause that's how it gets you that
Shannon,
pump.
Shannon.
Odell's
Oh.
8th grade
Oh,
with
oh.
the red, white, and blue
Oh.
8-ball jacket.
Hold up.
Tell
This
me
real
shit.
talk. This real talk. The toughest nigga was freaking in that motherfucker, even if he had a gun on him. Even if he had the toughest nigga. The toughest nigga was freaking in them basement park back then.
Rodney Pierce said, radio mixes Rob. Oh, radio mixes Rob with Frank Ski and his crew.
Oh yeah.
Come
yeah.
on.
He
Frank
recorded.
Ski and what's his name?
Miss Tony.
Miss Tony.
Mike just said it. Miss
Miss
Tony,
said,
how you want her? With the
Don't belong, pull your guns out.
Love my old hood door. And deeply bow. Yeah. I mean, look at me, y'all. I'm over this bitch sweat. Y'all just made my day.
Yo,
All that cleaning
yo,
I did today made me
all
work.
of listen, man. It
Yo,
was
I'm so
nothing.
loud that my voice is going in the room.
It wasn't nothing like them days, man. That good club music, that good motherfucking, that good hip hop, that good R&B, because they would slow it down in the basement party and put that good R&B on. And it was always some R. Kelly shit. It definitely was always some R. Kelly. Some R. Kelly was always played at them basement parties, and or some Keith
Yo,
Sweat.
I'm telling you, Earn Hill was good until R. Kelly came and just knocked him, Earn Hall, and knocked him right off the net.
Yeah.
Aaron Hall ain't have enough hits for me.
Earn
He
Hall,
didn't have a chance.
Earn Hall was great getting his groove, but R. Kelly came to
And
his
what's
whole
the
look,
Montel Jordan.
his music. Montel
You gotta
Jordan.
get your groove on.
He was on a mission though. He was getting there. He was getting there. They just he wasn't fast enough.
Yeah. R. Kelly came and he killed the game. And he took that look with the whole cane, with the vest. He took all that looks, combined it in one, and bust his talent.
He came through
Out.
with public announcement, and then after that,
That was it.
a wrap.
I ain't gonna lie, like it wasn't. It's like even when you try to move forward and talk about other shit,
you
you're
gotta go
gonna
back.
come back to Kelly for some reason.
It always and
They
people
was
don't
banging.
want
That
to
was
give.
our era, though. That was our
That was
that
our
was
era.
R. Kelly-
artists of our
We
era.
can't-
I
R.
gotta
Kelly
agree.
was somebody who wrote it out. Like he wasn't one of them. I'm gonna hit a wave.
Right.
Like to me,
So
LL
we-
Cool J
so
never
what?
hit a wave. Everything he dropped was like boom,
Right.
out.
So for us,
Everything.
That's why I feel like now I'm gonna contradict everything I say. People our age, I feel
Now-
like
now
they
the
want
hour.
you can feel how you want to feel about R. Kelly and all that other stuff. But I'm talking when you're talking about music, you can't take the credit away. You can't discredit the music.
Yeah.
It is in us. That's all we
So-
listen to.
so
that was it.
can we-
that was it for
Can
us.
we all agree that?
Thank you,
R.
right
Kelly-
there. He in his backyard right now,
Can-
living his life.
Can
Great
we
topic,
all
yo.
agree that R. Kelly has to be the top male artist of the 90s?
Who
Hands
else
down.
would it be?
Who? I mean, well,
Name one.
I mean, name another. If y'all know another male artist
Right.
that could
That bang-
that bang,
That's the
that was
thing. Make sure we add
consistent,
that. Consistent.
wrote, produced, and did all these things. We're not talking about Michael and Prince. They on a whole nother island of
Different
their
spectrum.
own.
A
We
different
talking about
Banger
motherfucking.
after banger.
We
after
talking banger after banger.
Any
We talking.
relevance.
We talking about R. Kelly who, in the 90s.
Right.
In the 90s. In the 90s. Who? And we leave Prince and Michael Jackson.
Again, y'all
out.
got another shout out for the topic. Mike said, awesome show. This was a great topic, guys. That came from Brian Pierce. That came from Mr. Cruel. Everybody is loving this topic.
Yeah, because I really want to know. I really want to know who topped R. Kelly. I don't give a fuck. Put all pedophile shit to the side.
Let's do that.
Let's say that. Let's all pedophile
And
shit.
here's another thing. Let me say in reference to
Because
that.
half of them bitches was
If
lying.
you go
Let's
and
be
bring
real.
up the pedophile shit, you gotta bring. If you go and bring
Sir.
up the pedophile shit, you gotta bring up the fact that these people who are in the interviews who witnessed it, y'all ain't no fucking good because you watched it go down. That's one. Two. Third thing
We're not gonna
is,
open up that can.
I just want to say, the third thing is, come on, this man was
Oh.
molested too.
Rodney.
So we're
Right.
not even gonna get on the pedophile shit. 'Cause
Michelle Travis said Puffy had the 90s on lock.
it was a different kind of music though.
No.
Ah,
I don't know.
that's
R. Kelly music with the
No.
Puffy's hip hop was
No,
two different kinds of
They
things.
just had hip hop though.
Rodney.
Now we talking about
I'm
Martin
gonna say-
and Faith. Now we
I'm going to keep on saying, and I'm not even going to put
that.
Murray definitely with Faith
Michelle Travis.
because to
That
me,
was one point, Michelle.
yeah, to me, Murray was rocking even when she was back up for Big
Right.
Daddy Kane.
Rodney
I
Graham.
can't, I'm not even going to let her
Rodney
pass
Graham
this.
was valid. He said Luther in the 90s.
Well, the thing is, I said Luther in the beginning, but we just talking about a different spectrum. Luther is a given. Prince is a given. Mike is a given. Anita Baker, like certain people
Well,
are a given.
okay, so we can say that Luther was already established by the 90s. So
Yeah,
we
that's
can
true.
leave him
Because-
out.
yeah,
We can
'cause
leave him out because, like you
Luther-
said, it would be
Luther
Anita.
been out
It would be yeah.
Yeah.
So
Luther
they were
was out
already
they got a whole different
But we
league.
talking about coming in
3,
new, like
4.
I don't know. What's her name again?
Michelle Travis. Oh,
Because
she said, don't forget Master P, Jermaine Dupri.
Oh,
Michelle.
Michelle.
90s. I ain't even gonna lie.
Michelle.
I ain't even gonna lie, Michelle. You hit that on the
Yeah.
head because I ain't gonna lie. P killed the 90s.
I was great saying, Michelle,
P killed the
she
90s.
giving a lot of good examples, but a lot of them was after Diddy came out with that and did his thing.
No.
Master
I
P,
can't do that.
Diddy was already killing it
Ho.
with his dudes
Oh,
before.
Oh.
We're not talking about who did better. We're just talking about relevance.
This relevance. This pure deep
No,
relevance.
what I'm saying is, in the early portion, Diddy came out with who he came out with. Like he started with the whole background dancer shit.
Oh, okay.
But what I'm saying
Diddy
is,
started
when that
with
round
R.J.
of
Jokes.
Master P, Birdman, and all of them, that was a whole different.
Well, Birdman and them was at the
2000s.
peak. Yeah,
That
well,
was
see,
2000s.
Birdman don't
different.
count. They was 2000.
It was 2000.
Birdman.
I'm just saying this
wait a
to her
minute.
comment.
Early 2000s
No.
they came
No.
out.
Cash Money. I
No,
think
because Cash Money
was
hit the scene when we was
98
at
and 99.
Harvard.
I think Cash Money was 98 and 99.
Cash
If I'm
Money
mistaken.
taking over in the
99 and 2000. They was right at the
Yeah,
front.
Cash Money was out. I think Cash Money dropped 97, 98.
Because right directly behind them was No Limit Soldier.
They was out. P and them was before that. He was.
But what
before-
I'm
that's
saying is,
what-
all of them was right there together
Yeah, I get that.
in that crossover into the 2000s.
But yeah, like P and them.
Diddy was giving us
See, Diddy was giving us. You got to
93, 94.
Biggie.
But Diddy came in right after all the NWA, Eazy-E and them shit came.
You mean,
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You mean he came?
Okay, all right, we're gonna stay in hip hop. So I'm not gonna put
No, so
rap,
Dre and them.
because I love
So,
Eazy-E,
all right,
so I
so
was
Dre
gonna
and them. So Dre.
real quick. Rodney Pierce said Russell Simmons give him his flowers.
Oh yeah, you gotta get Russell because of Def Jam and all the shit.
And that was great,
Def Jam
but we
doing.
also saying
But we
Rodney
talking
Pierce, we saying that's 80s. Russell Simmons, I mean, do we
We
not?
talking artists,
do-
though. If we
That's
talking,
90s too. Because
I was great to say, but we got, if you want to talk artists, you got to watch it because Russell Simmons, who did he not?
no, okay, name
Who
somebody.
did he? Who,
oh,
In the 90s.
Yep.
What was the original question?
okay, I was ready to say.
What was the original question?
I don't know because Michelle
Who-
Travis
the
got us
original-
worked up.
The original question was, who else was it besides R. Kelly that had any
Okay.
relevance in the 90s? That was the question.
Okay, and
Now,
the one she
Michelle
named some great
said-
ones.
But she said Puffy, but we know that it wasn't actually Puffy. We know that it was everybody that was under him.
Right.
Now we talking
That's
Mace.
the difference.
We talking fucking
You got itemized.
Mace was
or
Yo,
was that 99?
no, Mace was in the 90s. Because Biggie got killed in
Big
96.
Mace wasn't until after Biggie was gone.
Biggie got killed in what, 96, right?
But now we
Yeah,
talking
so-
about R&B.
So now we doing a whole different thing. Because if we're gonna say that, I gotta. If we're gonna say
But so
Puffy
that's back.
rap, I gotta say
But-
Craig Mack. 1,000 degrees.
No, but
You'll be
what
on
I'm
your
saying
knees and you'll be
is
burnt.
still-
Like Craig
Right.
Mack to me was a big
Big.
explosion for Puffy.
Yeah, well, if we go R&B with Puffy, you gotta go first and foremost. You gotta say Jodeci. That's number one. Jodeci. Then you say
Yeah.
Murray. Then
Mhm.
from Murray. Then from Murray you got Faith. You feel me? Then you go into all.
Russell Simmons
other-
said. I mean, Rodney Pierce said Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons signed many of the acts you speaking of, which he did. So
Yeah,
you got to know where they came from and branched off to. Now we ready to get a little too deep.
But we can't
And
get
we
too
out
much,
of our
we
time,
can't
so we
get too
can't
much
even-
deep because
we
we're
can't
running
go
out
that
of
deep.
time. But we got 2 minutes. I'm gonna say this. Candace Bowen said, "What about Whitney Houston?" Nice.
Yeah, I'm not taking it from but we on a
I
different
consider
spectrum.
Whitney already established from the
No,
80s. though.
but now she was relevant. She was relevant. We're not gonna take that from her. But going back to what we was talking about, we was talking about basement parties, and don't nobody playing no Whitney in no basement party.
I don't know about that.
No, so few basement parties will kick a
You
Whitney.
give good love.
Baby,
You give
So
good
good.
love.
Even
Oh.
now, that right. Even now, even now, that right.
Because
I
when Whitney used to
got
start
one
playing
request.
on Give Me a Break, that's my old school
I got
favorite
one
TV
request.
show. Whitney was
Anybody,
back then.
What's up?
anybody that is watching now, that's live with us now, and or anybody that watches us later, I'm a music fanatic. What I would like for you to do is to comment your favorite music, your favorite artists, your favorite CDs, the ones you think that are
You can't-
underrated.
Oh,
Tell
okay.
me about them. So
People
I can,
slept
I'm
on
gonna be in the comments and I
Yeah,
want to
because
listen.
It's a lot of people that
So
got.
even though the show ends, you can
Slept-
keep in the
There's a lot
comments.
of people that got slept on CDs. And granted, the show ended, and some
We
of
ain't
y'all
talking
are
about
jumping in
Brandy.
a little late. But
Say it
we
again.
We
talking
ain't
about
talking about Brandy. We ain't talking
Brandy,
about
Monica.
Brandy or Monica,
Lil Kim is my all-time favorite.
female rapper,
Like, and I love what's the young lady name?
Foxy Brown.
I'm saying no. What's the girl? Cardi B. I love Cardi
Oh, no.
B. I love her realness. But to me, I'm always gonna go back to Lil Kim.
I was already talking
Straight
about
talk.
her.
Our theme song is
I
cut
was
from
already
Lil
talking
Kim.
about her Candace Ledisi.
You think Ledisi is underrated?
I think she underrated.
You do?
I do.
But that goes
I don't
with
think
that-
she get
she
a lot
falls
of.
into that whole neo
I don't-
soul.
right,
I
but
think neo
I don't-
soul is,
I don't think
is
she
was
get her enough to
created
do.
Yeah.
for the
Her
artists that were
range,
that people feel
In
are
a different
underrated.
realm.
her
Yeah.
range, the
It's a-
way
it
she
was a different
sings,
range.
she
Yeah.
blows some
Yeah.
people out the water because she can sing live. See, my thing is, it took years for all y'all Murray fans. It took years for Murray to be able to sing live because at first Murray couldn't sing live. Let's be clear on it.
We'll give you that.
And say that again
She couldn't
and
sing
again
live,
and again.
but Faith could.
I think
But let me tell
that's
you
the
this.
thing. That's the difference with the
Faith
two of
could.
them. But even though she couldn't sing live,
What
you
was she
still couldn't
singing?
tell the audience that she
What was
couldn't
she
sing
singing?
live.
And
Faith,
Candace Bowen, I got a question for you because you're a singer. This is the last question, and then we gotta get out of here. The two albums, Mary J. Blige, My Life, and Faith, that album was Soon As I Get Home.
Come
What
on,
would
Candace.
you where would you rate them?
Come on, Candace.
Would you rate
That's not what
Mary
you
shit
asked
better
us.
than her?
Okay.
Faith shit better than her, or would you rate them like a 50-50?
Come
They
on,
like a
Candace.
tie?
no, they ain't breaking
Candace.
even.
Come
They
on,
ain't breaking
Candace.
even.
Come through.
And I'm like,
Candace.
You
Come on, Candace, answer because we
like
got matter of second.
like my man Jay-Z said, do you listen to music or do you just skim through it?
What?
There's
You
no
gonna
way.
go there?
There's no way.
It's a
There's
lot.
no
It's a
way.
lot. But the thing is, yo, it's a lot of work.
Ah! Candace Bowen said 50-50.
Okay.
And that's it. And that's it for Rob.
We're gonna make that the last
We're gonna make
comment
that
of
the
the
last
night. And I'm gonna say
comment.
this real quick, just because I only place Candace, I feel sorry for you. You don't know that.
Anyway, y'all,
Now we
I
out here.
appreciate
Now
y'all for tuning in for Rob's
This was
Room
real
tonight,
good, y'all.
man. Tuning in to Rob's Room tonight, man. This was a great topic. We was talking about music, all hip hop and R&B from the late '80s to the early '90s. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all. Coming up 7:30, y'all. We got the Bro Show with me and my guys, man. Big Sam, Samuel
So
Speaks,
come right
Big
back here
Tone,
at 7:30.
and Keno, the Life Cultivator. So appreciate y'all. Check us again
Next week.
next
same
week,
time,
and
same
we
station.
appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Thank y'all. Peace.